Alright, so this video is the Magic Dates written practice quiz. We'll read it and then we'll go through our, kind of pre-coding type activities. So, the date June 10th, 1960 is special because when you write it in the following format, the month times the day equals the year. So, you got the month 60, the day 10th. 6 times 10 is 60. So this is called a magic date. Design a class named magic date. The class constructor should accept as integers values for a month, day, and a year. The class, that's a constructor. The class should also have a method named isMagic that returns true if the date passed to the constructor is magic or false otherwise. So your isMagic just returns true or false based on your calculation here. The month times the day is equal to the year. So it says write a program that asks the user to enter a month, a day, and a 2-digit year as integers. The program should create an instance of the magic date class to determine whether the date entered by the user is a magic date. If it is, the program should display a message saying the date is magic. Otherwise, it should display a message saying the date is not magic. Alright, so what are we trying to do? We will be multiplying the day by the month and determining if it equals a year. If it is a magic date, else it is not. Okay, so all the nouns and verbs. Again, as always, we're trying to turn, a big paragraph like this into its essential nouns and verbs. Not all nouns and not all verbs are used, so user, program, method, instance, integers, class, those aren't going to be used, but we are going to have a name, magic date. We are going to have a constructor, which is the same thing, a magic date. We'll have month, day, year as our variables. It tells you to write isMagic. The rest are kind of just fluff verbs. Return. You're returning information. You're accepting information into a method. You're determining. You're entering. You're creating. You're displaying information. So again, a lot of these not really useful words, but we write them out anyway so we can kind of really narrow it down for our UML model. So we've got our name. We got the int, my month, my day, my year. These are all integers. We have a string. We have a magic date, which is our constructor. It accepts the month, the day, the year. And we have a boolean isMagic. So then our decision structure trees. Inside isMagic, you're gonna have my month times my day and check to see if it's equal to year. If it is, return true, else return false. And inside main, you're gonna say if isMagic, and it's gonna return true or false. If it's true, then it displays this message. And I probably won't use a variable. I could use a variable. That's fine. I'll use a message. This is a magic date. Else this is not a magic date. So let's see here. Let me close the. Alright, so finally we got that set up. So, let's see here. So, I'm going to, first of all, set up a scanner class. So I need to import java.util.scanner. And I say scanner, my scanner equals new scanner. Okay. And we have a constructor, so we have to enter in the month, day, and year before we create the object. So we'll say please enter the date in format. Please enter the month. So we've got an int month equals my scanner dot next int. The day. So enter the year, and I gotta spell things right. So int year equals my scanner dot next int. Alright, so now we got our variables. We can pass this into our object. So we'll say magic date, my magic date equals new magic date, and I'll pass in the month, the day, and the year. Okay, so let's write that real quick. So we'll say public magic date, and we'll pass in the month, day, and the year. So I'll say int my month, my day, and my year. So my month, my day equals day, and my year equals year. Okay. Should go away. Then I'll have an if my magic date dot is magic. If it's magic, then we assign message equal to, and we can do that up here. We can say string message, and we'll say message is equal to this is a magic date, else message is equal to this is not a magic date. And then we just do our system.out.println our message. Okay, so now we got to do is magic. So we just do public boolean is magic, and we would say if my month times my day is equal to my year, then we return true, else we return false. Okay, so let's test this out. So the month was 6/10. Lots of errors. What's going on here? I don't know why 0 got entered in. I've done that a couple times now. So month is 6, day is 10, year is 60. So this is a magic date, and then let's try a different one. 6/10, I don't know, 1950. It's not a magic date. Alright, cool. So it looks good. So again, this is something that you should be able to write out by hand. If I were to give you this quiz, you should be able to set this up pretty easy and write this out. So watch the video again if you need extra explanations, but this video is good to go.